Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you the new Jouer Rose Gold collection that launches on April 4th. So if you guys want a sneak peek on the collection, swatches, and hear my thoughts about everything, then just keep on watching. So the new Jouer Rose Gold collection launches on the Jouer site on April 4th, and they haven't released any prices, but I can give you guys guesses on the prices based on their other products. I would assume that the highlighters and the lip creams and everything are all the same prices. So I'll let you guys know those. And I'm going to start off with the new eyeshadow palette. So this is the packaging and this is the palette. It's a Springtime in Paris eyeshadow palette. And I don't think they've had a new eyeshadow palette in a few months. And this has 12 shades in it. It has a full-size mirror. Mine is all smudged up from using it so far. But I have used this several times. I'm wearing it today. And I did film this for Instagram. So once that is up, I'll link that down below. And I am really liking this eyeshadow palette so far because it is a neutral palette, but you also get a decent amount of color. You do get purples and blues. I'm wearing this blue shade all over my lower lash line, and that's usually how I like to wear color. I don't really like a lot of color on my eyes, but I think that the colors that you do get are pretty safe, especially if you're new to wearing colorful eyeshadows. They are a little bit more tame than some bolder colorful shades. So it is neutrals, but you do get colors in there too. So it just depends on how you feel about having colors or neutrals in general, because it is kind of half neutral and half color. And I will say that the quality is really great on these eyeshadows. They blend out really easily. They're really creamy and smooth and pigmented. There is one shade that is a little chunkier. It's True Gold. It's what's all over my lid today. It's just a little bit chunkier than some of the other shimmer shades, and you guys will see when I swatch them, some of the other shimmer shades are really, really smooth, and this one's just a little bit grittier. But to me, it's really not a big deal. It's not really chunky glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch all the colors so you guys can see them. You'll see there's some lighter shades, and then it just goes into a really nice range, which I really like, because you do get some good transition shades, some good lid colors. And this first one is called Cream. It's a warm, matte, creamy vanilla. Then you have Petal, which is a cool matte ballet pink. And then you have Mauve, which is a cool matte mauve. And I really like this shade. It's more of a plummy purple color. Then Aubergine is a cool matte deep eggplant. You get some really nice purple shades in there. And then the color I mentioned that is True Gold, which is a warm metallic gold. And you guys can see that for a gold color, it's not super intense as much as I would want it to be. Then you have Camel, which is a warm matte light brown. This is an awesome color. It's a really nice transition shade. It's what's in my crease right now. And then the blue that's on my lower lash line is called Midnight. It's a cool metallic navy blue. I really like this shade too, especially for a colorful shade. It's very pretty. It's very summertime. And then the next one is Rogue. This is a warm metallic burgundy. This is so pretty for a cranberry shade. And this is something that's so pigmented and how I want my shimmer shades to show up, compared to the gold that you can see is not as pigmented. And then Cinnamon is a warm metallic chestnut shade. Then the darkest shade is called Ash Brown. This is a deep matte ash brown. It kind of looks black. Kind of looks like a charcoaly black color. It's definitely not a straight black. It does have some gray to it. Then Amethyst is the purple shade. It's a warm satin purple, so it's not super shimmery, but it does have a nice sheen to it. And lastly, Slate is a cool matte graphite blue. So those are all the shades. You can see they're all pigmented. The lighter shades barely show up because they blend into my skin. And even the least pigmented shimmer shade is still pretty pigmented. I just used it with some Fix Plus on my lid today and it works just fine. But I do wish it was just a little bit creamier. But in general, all the shades are really pigmented, really creamy, really easy to blend out. I'm wearing so much of the palette today. I'm wearing actually just half of it. I'm wearing this section right here, and then also the blue in my lower lash line. And I'm also wearing this one in my outer V as well. So I'm wearing about half of the palette today. I think you get a lot of good neutral looks with it and also a lot of colorful looks with it for sure. So you do get a lot of good variety and they do swatch really nicely and true to pan in my opinion. It's not anything that's like super watered down in the swatch compared to what you're seeing in the pan. I think they're all really pigmented. So I do think that this palette will be a good buy, and based on their previous eyeshadow palettes, those were $40, so I can kind of assume that this will range around $40 as well. Alright, so next we have the Rose Gold highlighter, and I was actually the most excited for this because Jouer highlighters have become my favorite in the past couple months. So this is the highlighter. You get a ton of product. I love the formula in Jouer highlighters because it's really finely milled, really creamy, really pigmented. It reminds me a lot of Becca, but it's not as soft where it just crumbles and breaks apart as you use it. So I really love this formula, and I really like this shade because you do get some like gold pigment in there, and it's a little bit of like a duochrome effect with this particular shade. So the previous highlighters retail for $24, and this one I really like because it's also not too pink, and on me it blends into my skin quite a bit. So if you have more of a medium complexion, it's probably not going to show up as pigmented, but definitely if you're more fair, this would be a really nice pigmented highlighter. It is pigmented, but just because of my undertones, they're a little bit more warm. This color isn't as like prominent as some other highlighters. I'll show you guys a comparison to Citrine, which is really popular from Jouer. This is more of like a champagne highlighter. A lot of people have been raving about this one. So these are pretty different because you do get more of a peachy, pinky tone with this Rose Gold highlighter, and then you get more like of a champagne, almost like white effect with Citrine. Both of those are very light on me. I'll show you guys. I prefer Topaz. That's the one I've been wearing maybe like 5 days a week. This is my current favorite highlighter. This one's a little bit deeper. So Rose Gold will be here, and I'll put Topaz on top. Yeah, that one's a bit more peachy, so you guys can see the difference. Topaz, Rose Gold, and Citrine. I know they have one more highlighter, but I don't own it. I think that one's a little bit more cool tone. If you guys have Citrine or have been wanting to try Citrine and you really like rose toned highlighters, I definitely recommend checking this one out. I do like that it has the gold hue to it as well, and it's not just straight pink, because I know that's not really flattering on my skin tone. So I really like that this has the rose gold effect without being too gold or too pink. It's just like a really pretty effect. And all the other highlighters retail for $24, so I'm assuming that will be the case with this one as well. So next, the lip colors are really fun and really just personal preference. They're a little bit more bold. So I'm wearing the lip cream in Rose Gold. It's a metallic lip cream, and you guys can see the shade on my lips, but I'll go ahead and swatch it. I like it because it's metallic, but it's not so metally looking. It doesn't look like you're wearing like a really metallic shade. It's more like up close. You can notice the metallic effect to it, but it's definitely not something that's super intense. So if you've been wanting to play with metallic shades but you don't want something that's too drastic, this would be a really awesome shade. It's very neutral. It definitely looks metallic on me, and I don't wear metallic lips that often. I love the effect, but I know that non-metallic lips look better on me. But I just feel like this is so fun. I feel like I'm in Xenon Girl of the 21st Century right now, or like in the Fifth Element right now, which makes me really happy. So I am liking this shade a lot. And I think you could definitely put this on like the center of your lips and blend it in with a matte color or a satin color if you want the metallic effect, but not something that's so like metallic. So I definitely like this a lot. I know it's kind of a different color. It's probably not the best shade on me, but I still like it, so I'm gonna wear it. So the lip creams usually run for $18. And then lastly, we have the Rose Gold lip topper, which I'm so excited about because I love Skinny Dip so much. This is my second tube. I love Skinny Dip so much. And it's very similar, but it has a rose gold shade to it instead of a gold champagne shade. So this is the color of the lip topper. It also has like this greenish reflect, which sounds weird to put on your lips, but it kind of transforms a lip color to be a little bit more cool tone, I would think. I really like this shade. It's so pretty. It kind of looks like confetti. It looks very sparkly. And I'll show you guys compared to Skinny Dip what it looks like. So Skinny Dip does have like a peachier tone to it. And Rose Gold just has like some more dimension to it. It has a few more shades in there than just like that peachy tone. So if you guys like Skinny Dip, I think you would really like Rose Gold because it's not too dramatically different. The other lip toppers are like really white or really coppery that are a little bit more dramatic, but these are pretty similar. It just has a rosy gold tone to it versus a champagne peach tone to it. And the lip toppers usually run for $16, so that is the more affordable option if you guys want a lip product. Alright, so that is everything for the new Rose Gold collection. Thank you so much to Jouer for sending these to me so I could review for you guys. I'm so excited for the release on April 4th. I definitely love this collection because you guys know I love rose gold, anything basically. So this collection definitely suits me. If they didn't send it to me, I honestly would have purchased probably the whole thing because I like it all. And if I were to recommend anything specifically from the collection, if you were only get like 1 or 2 things, I would recommend the rose gold lip topper and the rose gold highlighter. I just see myself wearing these a ton with a ton of different looks, especially throughout the rest of the year because they go with a lot of looks. They're more neutral. So I definitely recommend those because I love the lip toppers and I love the highlighters from Jouer. Also, a lot of YouTubers do have a discount code with Jouer where you can save 15% off, so you can save even more of the prices that I mentioned. I always use my friend Serene's code, which is Serene15. I'll leave it down below if you guys want to check it out. And I know a lot of YouTubers do have a discount code with Jouer. I've used Laura Lee's code. A lot of people do have a discount code, so you guys can definitely save and not have to pay full price once the products actually do release. So definitely let me know if you guys plan on getting anything from this new collection in the comments down below. And make sure you're checking out my description bar for my open e.l.f. giveaway, which is open for a few more weeks where you can win a ton of e.l.f. makeup products. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.